Hello everyone, I'm Richard Gon of Work to Live podcast version. This time, I'd like to talk about that, to, to date curvy girls and busty ladies. What you have to do is to start from hallucinating curvy girls and busty ladies, concretely speaking, telling the details of what you have to do is to, first you have to first you have to hallucinate the scene in which you have sex with curvy girls and busty ladies. To date, curvy girls and busty ladies, first you have to imagine the sex scenes in which you have sexual intercourses with curvy girls and busty ladies, and second, you have to think how to date curvy girls and busty ladies, which is what you have to do. And this time, this time, my topic doesn't limits to only this dating stuff, but what I'd like to tell you is that imagination is such a great weapon for bringing your dream come true, bringing your dream come to yourself, and realize. Telling that I will tell you the details of the power of imagination. And what I'd like to tell you is that if you'd like to become a richer person, or if you'd like to anything is fine. For example, if you'd like to become an astronaut, or if you'd like to become a teacher, you have to start with imagining yourself having becoming for example, richer person, or you're becoming an astronaut, or you're becoming a teacher, for example, from which you have to start, imagining yourself becoming what you'd like to be, or who you'd like to be is the first phase you have to step on. So after which, what you have to do is to how to make your dream real, or how to realize your own dreams, which is what you have to do next. And by using the examples of curvy girls and busty ladies, in this case, or in this example, what you have to do is first you have to hallucinate having sexual intercourses. You are having sexual intercourses with curvy cute girls or busty beautiful ladies, and which is the first phase you have to start. Which is the first phase you have to start from. The second is you have to imagine how to realize that scene. And if you can't come up with any ideas, what you can do is to ask somebody who is likely to know how to do. So in most cases, you have some dreams, or you have some images what you'd like to accomplish, but most of you, in the case of most people, the next phase doesn't come, which means most people don't. Even though most of you, or most people, think about how to realize those images, or how to realize what you'd like to accomplish, they can't come up with any ideas, or in the cases of most people, they can't create concrete or elaborate images of how to accomplish, or how to reach the goal you'd like to reach. So in which case, you should collect some information, or you should ask somebody else you can trust about what you'd like to do. So like which, if you, of course, but thinking about yourself is important, but another you should think about another options to make your dream come true, or come to yourself. And like which, this is a case of, dating, like, to to make your dream goals come to you. So you have to, you have to master, for example, pickup lines, or you have to train your communication skills to to you know to invite those cute girls for dating. And such communication skills are important for dating cute girls or beautiful ladies. And this is, of course, this is the case. This is a case of boys. So in this situation, I'm assuming I'm assuming that most listeners are boys or men. So this is the case to girls. So in the case of girls, you have to think of some pickup lines, or you have to think of you have to train your own communication skills to date some cool boys or cool men. So, and this is of course, applicable to girls and ladies. And of course, this is, of course, as I told you at the beginning of this episode, this is not limited to dating, but so before, as I told you, you have to imagine that you have become what you'd like to become, which is the first phase of first phase of becoming what you'd like to become. I'm sorry. Let me tell you again. If you'd like to, for example, if you'd like to become a president of a huge company, or if you'd like to become a president of huge company, you should imagine that you have become the president of the company, which is the first phase you have to start from. And after which you have to imagine how to do. You have to imagine how to do. So which means, if you'd like to become the president of P&G, for example, maybe most of you can understand that you need working experiences in P&G. So to become the president of P&G, it's naturally thinking it's necessary to join the company P&G. Other cases fine. If you'd like to become, for example, the president of Microsoft, you have to join Microsoft. Like which you have many options to make your dream come true, or realize what you'd like to be. And like which, imagination has such kind of such a power. Imagination has such a power. So how great human imaginations are is, like, I have read *Sapiens* written by Yuval Noah Harari. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce his name, but *Sapiens*. There's a famous book named *Sapiens*, isn't there? Maybe most of you know that, because that has been famous once. That has been famous in the past. So I have read that book, and according to that book, Peugeot was used as an example of describing human imaginations, in which Peugeot is the Peugeot of automotive company in France. And in the book, or according to the book, Peugeot was created by human imaginations, because as you know, Peugeot exists because we imagine that Peugeot exists, which means Peugeot is just a fabrication of imagination. So it's Toyota Motor Corporation in my country. Yes, so Peugeot exists because we imagine that Peugeot exists. So of course Toyota exists because we imagine Toyota exists. Like which, human imagination creates many huge companies, because we believe in Peugeot and Toyota. So which is why, like which human imagination has great power. So which means, what I'd like you to know in this episode is that, if you imagine that your future is really dark, or your future is really dimming, just your future is going to be darker or more dimming, because imagination has such a power, or imagination has such a great power. So which is why, if you'd like to be happier, or if you'd like to become richer, you have to imagine that you are in the future, you are really happy, or in the future you are really rich, which is the thing you have to imagine. So without such imagination, without such imagination, you can't become that, because you don't have the fundamental, or you don't have foundation of because you don't have foundation of becoming what you'd like to become. So to create such foundation, you have to imagine, for example, at least to realize your own dream, abstractly speaking, to imagine, to bring your dream come true, what to make your dream come true, you have to create a foundation. And to create a foundation, what you need to do is to imagine bright future, which is a fundamental stuff you have to do it at first. So imagination comes first. So even dating busty girls, and even dating busty girls, curvy ladies, or even dating curvy girls and beautiful busty ladies, you have to imagine that you are dating curvy cute girls and busty beautiful ladies, which is what you have to do at first. And if you'd like to become the president of Peugeot, for example, or you can become, of course, you can become the president of France. If you'd like to become, you have to imagine that you are in the future. You have become the president of France, for example. The president of America is fine, of course. If you are American, if you are person, if you are people in the United States of America. So like which at first, for the first stage, what you have to do is to imagine that you have realized that what you have to do at first is to imagine that you have become what you'd like to become, which is what I'd like you to know. That's it. Thank you very much for listening. See you.